Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for February 2nd until the 8th. I'm going to start us off by pulling some main themes from my oracle cards for you, starting with my Goddess Oracle here and the Quantum Oracle. Then we will dive into your Osteomancy, and I'll be clarifying those with the Shadowscapes Tarot. Now I have already pre-shuffled and pre-smudged all of the cards, including myself as well, and the Osteomancy set. So we are ready to rock and roll for you, ready to dive into your energies and see what you are rocking with for the week ahead. All right, so our first message we are getting from the Goddess Oracle is Goddess Athena. I really like this. We've got the owl on her shoulder here. It's the number 5 being highlighted, which here we are talking about knowledge. So Athena was definitely the goddess of wisdom and knowledge. So I'm curious what you're going to be learning here this week, what knowledge you're going to be kind of stepping into for yourself. This is exciting. Now, for the Quantum Oracle, we are getting the number 1 showing up. Together, this makes a 6. We love the number 6. It's balance and polarity. Now, this card here in particular talks about optimism. You can see this woman here, kind of her arms outstretched, like she is ready to receive the abundance and the gifts that the universe has for her. It's kind of focusing on the positive, stepping into a more positive energy so that we can manifest the things we want in this life. Beautiful, beautiful cards to get here. So I'm excited, Leo, what this is going to hold for your reading. We're going to dive into your Osteomancy next, and these will be clarified by the Shadowscapes Tarot. Spirit, what does Leo need to know for the 2nd to the 8th of February, please? Thank you, Spirit. What does Leo need to know upcoming for the week ahead? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so we've got a lot of stuff happening here. I'm going to do a quick run through of what I'm seeing, and then we will, because everything's sort of connected usually. So this will kind of allow us to kind of pick apart what's happening, what's connected to what, and that's going to make it easier to determine what exactly is happening for you. First things first, though, I am seeing healing is very big at this time regarding your spiritual work. There's a lot of spiritual healing and a change attached to it. This is going to bring you into an opportunity, it looks like. So I really like to see that. I also see your long-term goals are very much kind of linked in with your spiritual work, this healing. So I feel like the healing you're doing with your spirit is going to have an effect on your long-term goals at this time. I'm also seeing, what do we got here? There's an opportunity tied to your learning and growth and your short-term goals, it looks like. So that's interesting. I'm wondering what you're learning. Now, I'm also seeing you're very much protected in your short-term goals, your long-term goals, your learning. Very, very much highlighting this protection here for you at this time. I am seeing a slight obstacle that is slightly affecting your spiritual work, but it's more affecting your emotional and your mindset. It's going to play a slight role in your work, potentially, like your job, your career, that kind of thing, as well as your finances. But I don't see it as this huge obstacle tied to work and finances. It seems more like a heavy obstacle pertaining to your mindset and your emotions, your love, your feelings. Okay, so now that we've done the run through, we know what is connected to what. Let's start asking questions. So I'm curious what this spiritual healing that's taking place here for you at this time. Spirit, what is this spiritual healing taking place here for Leo? What is this spiritual healing, please, for Leo? Oh, okay. Okay, so the spiritual healing you're doing, the main theme of this is the Nine of Swords. So this kind of tells me you guys have been, some of you out there have been ruminating over something. Something's been repeatedly causing you a lot of pain, a lot of heartache at this time. It's like this cyclical thinking, stuck in our mindset, kind of stuck where we're at. This could also be what the obstacle is, pertaining to your feelings, your emotions, as well as your mindset. Now, what I'm seeing for this, because there's this ruminating energy, you're working on healing this side. You're working on quieting this emotion here. Because I do see the Three of Swords showing up. Something has caused a lot of heartbreak for you and you're ruminating over it. But it's like you're reaching towards the sun here. The sun is about to come out, is kind of what I'm getting for you guys. You're working towards this healing, and what I'm getting from this is it's a decision. It's a decision within your spiritual healing. Do we want to focus on the things that are fantastic in our lives, the sun, which is positivity, it's strong energy, it's happiness and clarity? Or do we want to focus on the Three of Swords, this pain, this heartache, this rumination, this depression, right? So I feel like this ties in nicely with the consciousness of optimism we had. You're very much being encouraged to focus on your happiness, to step into the light, and not to indulge the Nine of Swords way of thinking, because it's not going to serve you, right? So I'm curious, there is a change regarding spiritual work here. I feel like this could be in regards to your healing work that you're doing, trying to heal this Nine of Swords, this Three of Swords energy, stepping into the sunlight. Let's take a look. Spirit, what is this change for spiritual work here for Leo? It's got an opportunity tied to it. What is this change here in Leo's mindset? Shuffle one more time. What is this change in the spiritual work here tied to an opportunity for Leo? Okay, this is interesting. So the change, definitely a massive opportunity here. I just see you taking more time with your spiritual work here with the Eight of Pentacles showing up, because this is talking about a change in your spiritual work and it's leading to an opportunity. So I feel like the change is maybe bringing your focus into this healing and this spiritual work for yourself, because I think you realize that this is going to affect multiple facets of your life and for the better, especially because we have the Ace of Swords showing up, some nice air energy here, a more positive mindset. This looks really good. It's the Sword of Truth showing up. This is talking about a flash of insight. Some sort of epiphany is happening here. This is changing your mindset regarding your spiritual work. Like I said, it's like Athena showing up. It's like you're coming into some sort of knowledge here about your spiritual work that's allowing you to make positive changes. And we have the Ace of Wands bolstering this whole thing. It's letting you know that it's like, yeah, you're being guided here. Your path is clear for you to take the necessary actions to press forward on your spiritual journey here. This is a very positive change here in spirit. And I think a lot of it has to do with this consciousness of optimism, kind of puts you in the more receptive mode. So you're able to get these spiritual downloads at this time. Okay, I really like how this is going so far. Now, what else do we got here? There's a long-term goal you're working towards. It is connected, like, with your spirit. And I feel like this healing is really going to help you with your long-term goal. It looks like your long-term goal is a little bogged down by a few things here, such as the spiritual work, the healing. But there are opportunities. This is a protected situation for you. But what is this learning and growth here? Learning or growth, learning and growth that is tied to Leo's long-term goals, please, Spirit. What is this learning and growth tied to Spirit's long-term goal? The Devil, Page of Wands, Ace of Swords again. So this learning and growth here tied to your long-term goals. I'm not sure what your long-term goals necessarily are, because I mean, it's going to be different for all of you, but we do have the Page of Wands showing up that is bolstering this entire thing. This is our focal point. This talks about luck here. This talks about good news coming in and opportunities. There's definitely an opportunity here tied to this learning and growth that you're doing within your long-term goals. The Ace of Swords showing up again, very much this Athena energy, this flash of insight pertaining to your long-term goals. So you're definitely learning more and gaining this wisdom here. So that looks really good. And I mean, the Page of Wands talks about gaining. So it's like it's learning and growth. It's not just learning, it's not just growth. There's some wonderful things happening here within your long-term goals. Now, we do have this Capricorn devil energy showing up for you. Yikes. But I am once again feeling called to mention you are protected in your learning, your growth, and your long-term goals. I would just say the devil here, this is something that's kind of, I feel like this is on the outskirts of the situation. This is energy we want to stay away from. And I feel like the best way we do this is making sure we are focused on our consciousness. We're focused on optimism in this receptive nature, ready to receive the abundance of the universe here at this time. So make sure you are keeping your mindset positive, because there's a lot of positive things coming in for you at this time, my dear Leo. Okay, now I do see a short-term goal. It is protected. This short-term goal is also tied in with growth and learning, and it does have an opportunity tied to it as well. So let's figure out what the growth and learning is within your short-term goal here. Spirit, what is this growth and learning for Leo's short-term goal, please? What is this? It's tied to a opportunity as well. One more. Learning and growth tied to the short-term goal of Leo with a opportunity. Okay. So your short-term goal here, it's tied to learning and growth. We have the Seven of Swords showing up. The Seven of Swords can indicate some deception potentially. I feel like really this is just kind of, this could be the shadow energy trying to drag you out of a more optimistic mindset is what I'm getting here. This isn't a typical message for this card, but that's really what I'm seeing here. I feel like you need to pay attention to the smaller details being where it is taking our mindset. This seems to be a very big theme for you here is mindset, your consciousness, making sure you're remaining optimistic and receptive to the abundance. We're trying to get out of the Four of Cups energy where we're feeling a little emotionally overwhelmed. Maybe it's like we have too much on our plate. It's like, I just don't want to deal with any more BS right now. But it's like the Ace of Cups is here. It's intuition. You can trust yourself. You can trust your feelings. So regarding the short-term goals, you are very much protected against this negative energy here. Though I do want to implore you, it is up to you, very much so, it is up to you how protected you want to be in this space. And a lot of this protection is coming from your optimism. This is coming from your mindset, training your mind to stay focused on this kind of prosperous mindset that's going to set you apart and set you on forward. Okay, so I see an obstacle that is tied to your emotions, your love, your feelings. This obstacle is also it's kind of laced in with your mindset as well. And this obstacle is slightly covering your work, like your job, your career, your business. I feel like the reason this obstacle is slightly covering your work, your job, your business is because this obstacle is tied in with your emotions. There's a very big emphasis here on mindset and your heart's desires. So let's dive in. Spirit, what is this obstacle tied to Leo's emotions, feelings, and love? Please, Spirit, what is this obstacle over top of Leo's emotions, feelings, and love? What is this obstacle, please, Spirit? Okay. So we have the Two of Cups showing up. This can talk about a partnership. This can talk about a love connection for some of you out there. Okay, so I'm wondering, this is going to resonate for a couple people out there. It's not going to resonate for all of you, so please take it with a grain of salt, of course. Leave whatever doesn't fit for the next person. But I'm getting that some of you here are in a partnership with the Two of Cups showing up, and you have a choice in front of you, or a crossroads, I want to say. You can either fight for this connection with the Seven of Wands. Your connection being here, you are defending this connection tooth and nail, and I'm seeing someone else here. I feel like someone is trying to... This looks like a third-party situation. That's what it looks like. Because it's like there's you in this relationship, and you can either defend it and fight for it, or you can walk away and move forward with the Three of Wands. If this is a third-party situation, I really feel like you are being guided to step away. If, whether it's your partner that is maybe attracting extra attention and they're maybe not being faithful or something to that effect, or it's you that is kind of prospecting or seeing what your options are. It's time to just let go, right? Now, no shade if some of you guys out there are in a polyamorous relationship or an open relationship. Seriously, life is life, right? Do what feels right. Do what makes your heart feel full. That is really all I can say, right? So I do actually want to take one more for that. This is very strange. Spirit, what is this obstacle tied to Leo's feelings, emotions, love here? What is this obstacle here tied to Leo's emotions, feelings, and love, please? Ten of Wands, High Priestess, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so right now, your energy is the High Priestess. This is letting me know you are divinely protected no matter what's going on in your life here, right? Now, I do feel very called, before I press forward, if some of you are not in a relationship, you're not looking for love, the Two of Cups simply talks about balance between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. You're being encouraged to stand your ground in this balanced state for yourself and to move forward. But pressing on for some of you that are currently in a relationship or looking for a relationship, you do have the High Priestess. This is talking about following your intuition. This is being empowered here and wise. Like wisdom is being highlighted once again with Athena. Follow your heart, follow your intuition, right? So this obstacle, it feels very heavy, 100%. Whatever's weighing you down emotionally here, mentally, it's heavy. It's the Ten of Wands. It's backbreaking. It's a burden, but you're ready to put it down. That's what I'm feeling called to say. You're ready to put this down. Whatever this burden is, I feel like for some of you, this is in fact a relationship that isn't working. And you're ready to move forward onto a new endeavor with the Ace of Pentacles showing up. This looks really good. I feel like you're just kind of ready for new, better, brighter beginnings for yourself at this time. I feel like you're very much being highlighted at this time is to follow your heart, follow your intuition, and remain balanced in your thoughts, keeping keeping an eye on your consciousness, keeping an eye on your mindset, your heart, your feelings, doing check-ins. This sounds really dumb, but if you're concerned about manifestation, because it looks like there's a lot of stuff that you're able to manifest here this week if you're willing to stay in a positive mindset. But oh my goodness, what was I saying? Oh my gosh. Just make sure you're keeping focused and you're not going astray and you're not kind of focusing on your losses, because you do have a lot of positive energy surrounding you at this time. But yeah, I think you're being very called here at this time to just remain open and remain optimistic, because there is some things that are going to try and trip you up. But I mean, you're coming in with High Priestess energy. You've got a lot of positive things surrounding you here at this time. You're very wise and intuitive, so trust yourself. Stay optimistic. But I think I'm going to leave it here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, especially if this resonated for you. But either way, I appreciate you being here. I love you so much. So thank you and take care.